Mahalo, welcome back to Purpose Fit. I have another core strength vinyasa for you. We're going to try to give you a little bit of everything. So working your core in plank, standing up, boat pose, you'll have a lot of variety today. So whenever you're ready, you can join me on your mat. If you have a yoga block, it might be helpful for you today. I'll give you some options with it that just make things a little bit more interesting as well as more engaging. So if you have that, grab it. If not, totally don't worry about it. You can absolutely do this practice without any props. Join me on your mat. Let's get started. Easy seat, sitting up nice and tall. Right away, finding some softness in your seat. So settling in as best you can. Feeling yourself relaxing into this space. And feeling those typical places in your body where you start to harden, where you create your natural tension. For a lot of us, it's spaces like in between the eyebrows or the jaw, maybe the shoulders or the hips feel tight. Try to relax the joints, especially the wrists, the ankles, the knees. Settle yourself into your space. And with a couple more breaths, try to set an intention for your practice to soften more and maybe be a better observer, a better listener of your physical body today while you're in these poses. Even if it's a pose you're very familiar with, see if you can find something new about the pose when you get into it. With your next inhale, see if you can sit slightly taller. Exhale to drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. And then extend the right arm out and lift the left arm up and over to add the side body stretch to it. From here, add on even more, exhaling to bring that left hand down and out to the side. So sort of reaching at that diagonal over to the right side, over your right leg. Inhale to draw yourself up, strong in the core as you get to the top, and then right away left ear to left shoulder. Add on, the left hand down, the right arm reaches up and over. Add on again, bringing that right hand down, reaching up and over to the side. Doing your best to lengthen out that right side of your waist. Inhale back to center. Both arms lift overhead this time. Exhale to twist. Hands just fall down towards the ground. Inhale center. Exhale twist. Left side. Inhale center. Exhale twist right. So you notice right away you're pulling the belly button in and up. You're using only your core strength to twist you from side to side. So instead of grabbing onto the leg and sort of pulling yourself, that habit we tend to do in these twists, see if you can use that pull in and up of the belly button to twist you deeper from side to side. Good job. Take one more breath for each side wherever you are. Inhale to reach nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Grab your block if you have it. If you don't have a block for this, no big deal. We're moving right into some boat pose. So the block is going to go in between your knees. Also option to take it in between your feet. Pick the one you like. Your heels can stay down. You can keep your hands behind your legs for level 1. Maybe your hands lift up. Maybe your feet extend. So you're in your version of boat with or without that block. From here, see if you can kick your legs forward, lift back up. Squeeze belly button in and up. And right away, it's the habit to lean back as you kick those feet forward, right? And then it gives you a little bit of momentum to get back up. So try a few with that. Feeling the upper body lean back as you send the legs forward, lifting up. Squeezing belly button in and up so your hip flexors can do less work. And then see if you can keep your upper body stable Just legs forward and reach. Legs forward and reach. And then you can tell me which one you think is harder. I think the second one is much harder. It's hard to keep that upper body in place while you extend the legs. Reach and in. Reach and in. Couple more breaths. Good. Stay up tall. Bring the hands together and reach them over to the right side. Hold for a breath. Inhale, center. Exhale over to the left. Hold for a breath. Inhale, center. One more for each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. You can do it. Good job. Sit up nice and tall. Move that block aside if you had it. And cross your legs. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward as far as you want, as far as you can, to relax over those legs. Inhale, sit up, switch the cross of your legs, and fold again. And then we're right over to our tabletop. From the tabletop, moving straight into your kneeling plank. So walking hands forward, a handprint, sending the hips down into that straight line. Knees can stay on the ground to begin here. You're going to roll over to the right side, big circle through the left hand, and then back forward. Switch to the left hand, big circle with the right, back forward, kneeling plank. Circle out left arm, center, circle out right arm, and center. Couple more like this. Feeling the shoulders warm up as well as the core muscles as you're squeezing that belly button in and up. Really reach back to center. Good job. Tuck the toes, lift the knees if you can. If you want to stay on the knees, by all means do it. Roll right side, circle left arm, center, roll right arm, center. Keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, circle, exhale, center. Try out a couple more. Good job. High plank. Take a big inhale when you get there. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale to find a back bend, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So first one, feel free to move around if you like. Shake it out, settle in, soften. What ways can you make down dog more comfortable, more easy, more effortless here? And through that, you're not getting lazy, but you're finding new ways to stretch, to open up, to build strength, even in a sort of resting pose. Inhale to lift the right leg nice and high. Exhale to bring it through in between the hands. Back knee stays lifted, high crescent. Adding a twist again here. So as you exhale, bend the left knee, the back knee, and twist open to the right side. Inhale, center, straighten. Exhale, bend and twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Keep going, keep breathing. Feeling the tailbone dropping straight down. Good job, one more. Inhale to center, high crescent. Feel that strength as you lift through the chest. Exhale, lean forward, plant the hands down. Lift the back foot. Finding a warrior 3 variation here. So option, you can be higher on that block. You can keep the hands down to the ground, or you can reach those hands all the way forward. From here, we're all going to exhale. Bring the left knee in. Your choice if the hands come with it. Inhale to reach. Exhale, knee in. Squeeze the belly button in and up as best you can. Inhale, reach. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. Squeeze all your breath out and reach. Keep going, keep breathing. Couple more. Inhale, reach as long as you can. Exhale, hands go down, lift that left leg for a standing split. Exhale to bring both feet down onto your mat. Forward fold, relax the upper body. Inhale for flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit the hips low, chair pose. Exhale to settle. From here, inhale, tall through the sides of the waist. Exhale, bring your fists in as strong as you can. Press all your breath out. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Like somebody is going to punch you in the gut. You're sort of bracing yourself for that punch. That's how strong you want to be, how engaged you want to be through the core. Squeeze inner thighs together. Couple more. Inhale, reach and stand nice and tall. Exhale, baby back bend, send the hips forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Option to take a vinyasa here or skip it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhaling for a plank. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, down dog. Catch up. Breathe. Soften any hard thoughts into your intention. And when you're ready, the same thing on the other side. Inhale to lift the left leg nice and high. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands, finding that high crescent. Sinking into that front knee right away, dropping the tailbone straight down. And by tucking the tailbone slightly, dropping it down, it's much easier when you bend that back knee. So exhale, bend the knee, twist, inhale, center. Exhale, bend and twist, inhale, center. Exhale, inhale. Good job, keep going. Couple more breaths here. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands go down. Lift that back foot, picking your option. So maybe pick the same option that you did on the other side, whatever it was or whatever works for you. Try to keep your hips level. So as you inhale, try not to lift the right hip. Squeeze the belly button in and up. Use that knee to press all your breath out. Keep breathing through it. Couple more breaths. Good job. Unwinding and lifting that right leg as high as you can. Standing split. And then both feet to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Really relax and settle. Inhale for a flat back. Exhale to fold. Feet as close together as you can get them. Sit the hips low, chair pose. So we're going to add a twist this time. So exhale, hands to heart center, twist over to the right side. Staying pretty tall. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. So you'll notice that I'm not hooking my elbow. I'm coming in and out of it pretty quick, but still keeping the hips low. But because you're not hooking the elbow, you're not using anything but your core strength again to pull you over into that twist. So see if you can really squeeze in, shorten that distance between the bottom of the rib cage and top of your hip on each side. Couple more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand tall, baby back bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Option again for your vinyasa, or skip it and we'll head to downward facing dog. Breathing it out, softening it out here. When we get to those core poses, where do you find yourself creating tension, physically or mentally? Do you distract yourself with tense thoughts? Do you hold some extra tension in a space in your body? Be a better listener to yourself. What's true for you? Inhale yourself into your high plank. You can, of course, put the knees down if you want to. We're going to tap right knee behind right wrist. Inhale, plank. Left knee, left wrist. Inhale, plank. Right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Keep going, keep breathing. Job, 2 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Now see if you can bring the knee higher up on your arm, as high as you can get it. Maybe to your elbow, maybe even higher. Right side, inhale, left side, inhale. Right, inhale, left, inhale. Couple more breaths. Stretch back to downward facing dog. Take a bonus vinyasa if you want it, or just settle, release, and relax. Job. And then when you're ready, you're going to drop the knees, take it into a child's pose just for a breath or two here. Soften yourself. What other ways can you soften? Let's try to remind ourselves of that as we move into our last bits of work here. So when you're ready, flip yourself around, bringing that right leg in front, left foot tucked into the inner thigh, and the knee drops out to the side. Inhale to sit up as tall as you can. Exhale to fold over that straight leg. Inhale to sit up, and we'll switch sides. Left leg forward, right foot in. Sit up tall, and then fold. Sit up tall again. Lay on back. Grab your block and have it handy if you've got it. Of course, always optional. So as you're laying down here, right away we're going to get into figure 4, bringing the right ankle on top of the left knee. Option to keep your foot planted and just guide that knee away, flexing your foot, or you can pull the left knee in, still guiding the right knee away, still flexing the right foot. Soften here. Let go of the holding in that hip, top of your glute, wherever it is. And then keep your figure 4 legs. Drop that left foot to the ground again. We're going to press the hips up, pressing into that left heel as much as you can for a figure 4 bridge. Still guiding that right knee down. Press into the heel of the left foot more. One more breath. And then with as much control as you can, lower it all the way down. Good job. Switching right over to the other side. Left ankle on top of right knee. Picking the option that works. Hugging that left or that right knee in as close as you can. Letting go, softening, releasing through the left hip. And then when you're ready, plant your foot, Find your figure 4 bridge, pressing into that right heel as best you can, lifting the hips up. Core is strong to make this happen, but soften through your breath, soften through your jaw, the space between your eyebrows. Slowly relax it down as best you can. Control all the way down. And when you get to the bottom, you can release. Maybe let your knees go side to side like windshield wipers. Grab for your block if you have it. And we're going to start with it in the hands. So hands and feet both up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a block, no big deal. You're just going through the motions without it. And it's the same amount of work, trust me. So you're going to extend arms and legs in opposite directions. Inhale to come back, swap the block into the feet, and then reach. So hands and feet together, swap the block, reach hands and feet apart, front to back. Inhale center, or exhale center, swap your block, inhale reach. Exhale center, inhale reach. What I would love for you to avoid is doing this thing, bending the knees a lot so that you can swap your block. Try instead to get a little crunch, a little lift through the shoulders, to grab hold of that block and put it in between the feet. Exhale, swap, inhale, reach. Exhale, swap, inhale, reach. Couple more. Good. Bring the knees into the chest. Set your block down if you're using it. Now, best you can, try to keep your knees into your chest. Press your hands forward towards your feet. Flexing the fingertips up towards the ceiling, pressing the heel of the hand forward. From here, you're going to add a crunch. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keeping the knees tucked in, and then using that to really feel if you're pressing your belly forward and up a lot, or if you're using that Uddiyana Bandha, that squeeze of the belly button in and up into your belly to create that lock, create that strength. Couple more here. Last two. Last one. Release and relax. Maybe taking the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide here, bringing one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Feeling yourself soften out of that work. Softening back into a normal breath pace. Using this time to feel comfortable enough within your body, within your mind, to soften and remain here. You have the option to stay right here in this pose, or you can stretch into a final shavasana of your choice, whatever works for you. Make it as comfortable as you can make it here. And while you do, begin to think about what ways in your daily life you can soften more. What are those reoccurring moments in your day where you seem to lose patience, where you seem to get angry quickly, where you get frustrated with other people or outside things, even if it's not something you say out loud, even if it's just in your head. Notice if you can soften around those situations, using the tools that you've learned here on your mat, the strength that you've built within yourself to handle those situations with confidence, as well as the calm that you've learned with your breath to ease your mind, ease the tension in your body. Give yourself a moment or two to think about that, to feel that. Visualize it and how it will take effect after you leave their mat. Know that this space always is yours as long as you need it. Whenever you are ready, if you're still got the knees wide, gently draw them back to center. Stay there for a second, maybe even bring the knees all the way into center and walk the feet out to the outside edges of your mat. And everybody, when you're ready, can slowly move out of your Shavasana, starting at the fingers and the toes, rocking the head from side to side, rolling the ankles and wrists in little circles, and maybe bending the elbows, bending the knees. Rolling over to one side and pausing there for a breath or two. Reset. Press yourself up to a tall and comfortable seat when you're ready. Take all the time that you need to get there, to relax, to release. Sitting up tall and feeling yourself soften deeper, more completely into this seat as best you can. And we bring the hands together at the third eye center, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. We bring the hands to the mouth, reminding us to speak clear and loving words, and we rest the hands at the heart, reminding us of our clear and loving intentions. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste. Thanks again for training with purpose, and I look forward to seeing you again on the mat very soon. Bye.